If you want to know the most important thing in a relationship, take a walk with me. The most important thing is selection. You can scroll now. And because selection is so important, you should be asking yourself right now, how have your relationships been going? What challenges have you had? And what are some of the things that you wish would be happening? Do you find yourself always trying to get them to be different, to show up, or to be who you want them to be? Or at the bare minimum, to be the potential that you see in them? And all of a sudden, it hits you that you're 10 years old trying to get your needs met, trying to get your loved ones and your caregivers to see you, hear you, and soothe you. And unfortunately, you had to figure that all out on your own in the best way that you knew possible. And this is where we would like to think that people have a lot of control over these things, but more often than not, it's happening from their subconscious. It's just a reaction to their environment. And then it hits you that most of your relationships have been this way because you're often attracted to what's most familiar. We will work to recreate these dysfunctional dynamics in our relationships subconsciously so that you can continue to play out your role. And of course, you find all these different people with different faces that play the role that you're most used to. All the while, you're trying to solve the puzzle of true love and connection. You read all the books, you go to therapy, and many of you are the therapist. You find yourself trying to find yourself inside of someone else. You think the missing puzzle piece is something outside of you, but it actually is you. It's that little you inside of you that never fully got to develop. Of course, we all think that we do a really good job at hiding that part of ourselves until something goes wrong in the relationship. You expected something to happen, and it didn't happen. You get to this point where you cry out, why won't you just give me what I want? It doesn't matter how many people you meet that are open, willing, and available. You only want all of this from your object of desire. Another emotionally immature or stunted partner that will play their role perfectly. That you can play out the same pattern over and over again until you get it right. And this is why I encourage you to ignore your exes. They are not magically giving everything to someone else that was supposed to be yours. What's more likely is they found the perfect person for them to play out their roles exactly as they've been conditioned to do. For those of you who seem to want some sort of retribution, just remember that the best revenge is a life well lived.